everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while. It's been like over a month maybe, so that is definitely my bad. Yeah, so obviously consistency with YouTube videos in specific is not quite my strong suit. Now that I have my little fab setup at home, I think it'll be much easier to do so. So that is kind of where I'm at. Thank you for watching. I know it may be a little frustrating if I don't upload kind of consistency. Anyway, that's my little disclaimer. I'm here, I'm alive, and today we are going to be TIG welding. So if you guys have seen some of my previous videos, you would know that I picked up welding back in like late October. I have been taking classes with Brett from Fabrication, who is a fabricator here in Michigan, and since taking classes with him once a week, I kind of fell into a bit of a wormhole. So I picked up my own machine. I got my own little fab set up in the garage, and I'm gonna walk you guys through it a little bit. Disclaimer, I am a total noob, so this is very much like a beginner friendly setup. So I don't have, you know, all the bells and whistles, but when you're just starting stuff out, you don't really need the best of the best. So I have kind of picked up some of the necessities. There's so much to dive into and explore and play with when it comes to like just like clamps and like how to mount things to weld them and fixtures and whatnot. There are so many options out there, but as a beginner who's on a budget, this is my setup and I'm really excited to show you guys. I had lots of fun putting it together. I actually have some clips of me, I think, like assembling the machine and the table and stuff, so I will insert those here. Down here I have my very own TIG welder from Primeweld that I'm going to be setting up. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold here. Let's get into it. Owner's manual. We'll definitely have to be reading this to figure out how the heck I set this thing up. Cool. I picked up a 350-pound capacity cart from good old Harbor Freight. Can't beat 120 bucks. So, alright, gonna build a cart, BRB. Why do I want to take my shoes off? I like don't want to be wearing shoes right now. The cart assembled, I put the welder on top, and I have my argon tank strapped into the back with these chains. Originally I wasn't going to get a cart at first because with my intended use I wasn't going to be moving around that much. This video popped up in my feed of a guy like adjusting the top of this tank or doing something with the tank, and it fell over and cracked the seal and was like bouncing all over the place. So after that I decided to get a cart just basically so that the tank is like somewhat solidly mounted. So that is why I have the cart. Alright, so I've already dug through the 2 boxes that came with the welder, and I'll just show you what that comes with. So we have the foot pedal right here, a CK17 series torch. This part of the torch is kind of bendable. Cool. It says that this is like a handheld mask, but I have a welding helmet, so I will not be using this. a torch switch in here, a power adapter from 220 to 110, TIG torch consumables, so you have some cups, some caps, and some collets for your torch head, ground clamp of course, an electrode holder for stick welding, and regulator for the argon tank. Now I'm going to read through the handy dandy owner's manual here to figure out where everything goes. So upon further investigation, I'm pretty sure this is like a thumb throttle if you want to use this instead of the foot pedal. I personally like the foot pedal. Actually, I've never used a thumb throttle before, so this will be interesting to try out maybe sometime, but I do have the foot pedal hooked up right now. I hooked up the regulator before my camera died, and then this hose is routed to the back here. It says AR. The torch is hooked up here, and then the gas line feeds into here. The foot control, like I said, goes here, and then in the positive terminal, sorry, is the ground clamp. So I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of my setup, and then we're going to be welding today. I think I already said that. So I just got a package from Amazon and I already opened it, but I filmed a clip and I didn't like it. So I'm filming it again. Some aluminum coupons to practice with, obviously. You can do just like kind of dabs, you know, straight across just to like get yourself warmed up or whatever. And then you can like simulate different joints. So you can like weld something like that, or you can do something like that and kind of get that, like the different kinds and positions of welding you can get practice with. So I got aluminum ones, and then I also got some stainless ones to do the same thing with. And then what I'm most excited for today, which will be the last part of the video because I want to get like my warm up and get the shitty welds out of the way, but I got these little cubes. I know it doesn't look like a cube obviously, but you like break the pieces apart, and one of them is like a dice and then one just has numbers, and I thought this would just be something fun to practice with rather than just doing the coupons like over and over. Okay, let's get into my little setup. I'll show you around what I got and we will get into welding. Let's go. Alrighty, so here is my little corner of the garage that I literally took over. So the star of the show is this Primeweld TIG225X. You can do TIG and stick welding with this. This machine was like around $800, which is a super decent price for a machine of this quality. Behind it mounted is the argon tank and then the regulator, and then I have some aluminum filler rod. This is for chromoly and for stainless. So here's a little up close of all of your control options. I really only mess around. I go AC DC and then the current for the amperage. And then let's see, it comes with a CK torch. This is a 17, so it's not water cooled, but for what I'm doing it's fine. It does get a little hot. Like I kind of like to hold it a little closer to the top like this sometimes, and it will get a little toasty if I'm doing aluminum a lot, but for now this one is doing just fine. Right now I have a 14 cup on it. I was doing stainless last, so that is why that is on there. And then comes with your little foot pedal, you know, you do a little something like that. So that is the machine that I'm set up with. And then I picked up this table from the company's called
Vevor or Vevor. I don't know how to say it. Vevor. It's just like it's pretty thin, small guy, but for what I'm doing, it is absolutely perfect. Back here, I just have some scraps that I've been practicing with. Also, ground clamp is right there. I just sanded down the table on both sides and then clamped it to that, obviously. I have stainless aluminum chromoly, which I don't think it's going to focus, but this is like my 3rd time welding chromoly. And I was really nervous, or like, what's the word I'm looking for? I was really intimidated at first, but once I kind of got the hang of it, it became pretty fun pretty fast. So these are just some small pieces that my welding teacher gave me to play with. Stainless aluminum tubes, my coupons I just showed you. Acetone, put it in this little bottle to clean my parts before I start welding. And I just wipe it down with a little paper towel. That does the trick. Here are my little ends of my filler rods. These are more filler rods. A little Scotch-Brite pad to do a little sanding before I weld. Over here, we have a little like heat shield kind of thing. So if I'm welding something and it gets really hot that I can like feel it through my gloves, I'll put this underneath so I can like put my hand on the piece and weld. So little shield thingy, safety glasses, these little magnetic fixture things that I've been using because I don't have anything else yet. These I also got from Harbor Freight. They were like $4, so probably going to be getting some more of those, maybe some bigger ones. I don't know. Wire cutters to snip my filler rod if it balls up in the end. Just clip it off so it's nice and clean. This is an Eastwood tungsten grinder. 10 out of 10 recommend this so far. I really like it. A lot of people will use like a belt sander or something to sharpen their tungsten, but I really like this guy. You can like put the tungsten each of these different slots, and they each have different kind of designated like grind angles. So the amount of angle that your tungsten has at the tip, you can kind of play around and choose different ones, but this is just like really handy dandy. I don't have to get up if I dip my tungsten, which happens more than I would like to admit, but I can just grind it while I'm sitting here, and yeah. So I got this guy. Gloves, obviously, these are Blue Demon Game Changers, and I really like them so far, as you can tell. I like to put my hands on the part, so these are really awesome. I have my little notebook that I take notes in. I have some settings here, and yeah, I just take notes, or if I need to remember anything, that is where that goes. I got a little rolly stool from Harbor Freight. You know, adjustable, nothing special, it's just a little chair. Hanging up here, I have my lid. This is a ESOB A60. ESOB? I don't know how you say it. But I love this thing so far. I think it's really cool how the lens is yellow, and it kind of just obviously tints your vision when you're in there, and I really like it. So that goes there. Then I have my toolbox here. This was like, I bought this for $50 like a few years ago. It's a piece of absolute garbage. There's a missing drawer. This drawer just like usually doesn't work. So I have a little cutoff wheel for cutting the tungsten in half, because when it comes, well, yeah, it comes like this is the length. And I don't like to use a super long cap on the end of my torch, so I'll cut them in half. So that's what I have that for. Some more Scotch-Brite pads, tungsten in there, extra torch to play with. I haven't used this one yet, but it is much smaller, like the girth is, so for my smaller hands compared to a man, maybe this might be a little bit easier, so, or just like more comfortable to hold, I guess. I have a cup kit here. This is the Furic starter kit for a 17 torch. A lot of welders use his stuff and recommend, so I picked up this kit. So it comes with a bunch of different sizes for aluminum, for stainless. It comes with glass ones. Very nice. Get your collets and your screens and whatnot. So 10 out of 10 recommend this kit. The cups and stuff that come with the welder, there's only a few, and this just gives you different options and more variety, so definitely recommend these. Anything else important in here? Anything here important? Not to this video. I think that's all like the welding things I have in here. Yeah, so there's my little piece of junk toolbox, but it's what I have, so we're gonna use it. Then I have my little shelving unit here with just like literally a bunch of crap in it. Here's a bunch of scrap stainless and aluminum to practice with that my teacher gave me. He just had a bunch of scraps laying around, so he generously gave me all of those to practice with. This is stuff for the torch and the machine if I want to do like stick welding. It has all those connectors and whatever in here. So, oh, it's a little heavy. Let me show you guys. In here is all my scrap that I've already practiced with. So just like literally just laying dabs and stuff, and I mean not the prettiest shit you've ever seen, but really just like practicing as much as I can with the material that I have. So yeah, these are like some of my first, I guess this was my third time welding stainless, and I like put some notes on it to kind of tell myself what is good and what's not, because when you're first starting, you know, you don't know that this is too cold. You don't know why it's like super raised or something like that, so I just wrote myself notes to remind myself. I'm definitely not going to keep all of these, but I want to keep some just so that I can see like where I started versus how I'm doing. So that is my scrap box. I'm getting a little toasty, even though it's like a crisp 30 degrees in Michigan. Put this big guy back. Okay, WD-40 and like cans and adhesives and whatnot in here. Spray paint and primer in here, body working stuff, wrapping stuff, rando box. In these 3 boxes, it's all like just Subaru crap, so a bunch of old parts and miscellaneous bolts and stuff. And then here I actually have new parts that I never installed and don't know if I ever will. And of course I have 2 Subarus, so plenty of used oil that I have to take to the store, but I'm too lazy to do that. So it kind of just accumulates down here. And then over on this little table I have a little saw for cutting metal. I can take those scrap pieces that I have and cut them smaller so I can weld even more and just get a ton of practice in, and then eventually start like making stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna make first, but I really want to like get creative and start playing around so I can cut metal. Then I have this little sander that you guys saw me just unbox, and I have not assembled it yet simply because I am too eager to start welding, so I don't really need that right now for what I'm going to be doing, but in the future I'll use this for prepping my pieces. So I have that I got to put together, and then also I have this plasma cutter that this company sent me. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I also need an air compressor to use this, but yeah, plasma cutter to play with. So that is my little at-home setup. It's not perfect, but gets the job done. Okie dokie. Now that I'm done freaking rambling, we're gonna get into welding. I think I'm gonna focus on stainless today because those cubes that I have are stainless. So we're gonna warm up, do some little practice with some coupons, and then get into the big exciting cube. So yeah. I'm cold. First thing that I'm going to do is move the shit out of the way so that you can go right there, and I'm going to sharpen my tungsten. So you just unscrew this cap and it comes out like so, and use my handy dandy tungsten grinder. Let's turn it on. nice and sharp, if you can see that. I don't even know. Put her back in there and then stick it out about like a finger width of stick out. Tighten her up. Good to go. So at this point, while I'm still kind of like memorizing all this shit, I look at my little cheat sheet of settings to check what my amperage should be, what my C of H should be, and for stainless, I believe that's all we have to worry about. So, for stainless, we're gonna use 66 amps. I will set the machine to 66, but I won't be using 66. I use a foot pedal and I don't use pulse yet. I just like to practice. I kind of want to get like the raw skills dialed in, and then I can maybe experiment with pulse and other things later on. But 66 amps and 30 C of H. So let's make sure that is what we are working with. So turn her on, open the regulator. We are already at 66, so perfect. I'm gonna tap the pedal and see where the CFH is at and then adjust it from here. So a little low, we're gonna go to 30. So let's start with these handy dandy little coupons we have. I'm gonna peel the little protective layer off that is cut into 3 pieces for some obnoxious reason. And to start off today, we're just going to be doing some like straight dabs straight across to get back in the swing of things, and yeah, let's do that. Alright, so just going to give it a quick wipe down with my acetone. Very nice. Stainless filler rod here. Next we need our little lid. Oh. Hello? Oh no. Okay, amazing. We are ready to get started here. Let me adjust you. Something is not right, and I don't know if it's because maybe I'm out of argon, which would be really surprising to me because I've only been welding for like a week at home. So let me figure this out and I'll get back to you. So upon further examination, I really don't know what's going on. I messaged my welding teacher to ask him. I like showed him this and I don't know. I just don't know. And the other thing is that I like zip tied all the wires. I guess I wasn't thinking ahead because I zip tied all the wires so that the cart could kind of be like in a fixed position. But when I have to refill the tank anyway, I'll have to pull it out. So I think that's the case. We are out of argon today, so I guess we won't be welding. But I'm literally gonna go to the store first thing tomorrow, refill it, and get back to you guys. So yeah, I'm a little bummed, but for you guys, it'll be a second. For me, I have to wait an entire day. Can you believe it? I know my problems are so hard to deal with. But yeah, that's my update for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Editing EJ coming at ya. I know we didn't get to any welding in this video. I didn't know I was gonna run out of gas, and I did in fact conclude to the fact that I'm out of gas because I simply checked the regulator and it was reading 0. I didn't know I should do that beforehand, clearly. So I am going to go to my local welding supply store tomorrow morning, refill my tank, and then I'm actually going to start a new video because this one is quite long already. So again, sorry we didn't get to welding in this video. We will pick up where we left off for me tomorrow. For you, I don't know what's gonna be uploaded, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know my uploads are super sporadic on here. I'm trying, okay? I want to get better at this, so that is something I'm gonna be working on. If you hear somebody snoring, that is my dog. And yeah, if you want to stay more updated with me or what I'm up to between uploads on here, go head over to my Instagram, which will be linked down below. I'm much more frequent on that platform. So I think that is all that I want to say. Thank you again for watching this video. Thanks for hanging in there. I'm excited to get back to welding tomorrow and pick up the camera again. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.